You open a new tab in Chrome to read one article. Before the page even finishes loading, 3 banner ads shove the text down the screen, a video starts blaring in the corner, and a pop-up asks you to allow notifications. You didn't ask for any of it. You just wanted to read one page. If that sounds familiar, today you're going to learn exactly why Chrome lets this happen and what actually stops it. Chrome is the most used browser on the planet, and that popularity is exactly why it's the single biggest target for ad networks, tracking scripts, and the kind of intrusive pop-ups that exist purely to slow you down and quietly collect your data. Most people just live with it, assuming that's simply what browsing looks like now. It isn't, and understanding why takes about 90 seconds. Number 1. Chrome was never built to block advertising aggressively. Chrome does have a basic ad filtering setting buried in its options, and it can block a narrow category of what Google calls abusive ads, the ones that redirect you to scam pages or blast autoplay sound. But that setting only catches the worst offenders. It does nothing about the dozens of ordinary banner ads, tracking pixels, and autoplay videos that load on nearly every news site, forum, and blog you visit every single day. The gap exists for a simple reason. Chrome is made by Google, and Google's core business is advertising. Expecting the browser itself to strip out ads aggressively is asking the ad company to block its own revenue. That was never going to happen by default. Number 2. A real ad blocker works before the page ever loads. Here's the part most people don't realize. A proper ad blocker doesn't just hide ugly banners after they appear on your screen. It works at the network and DNS level, checking every request your browser makes against a list of known ad and tracker domains before a single image, script, or tracking pixel ever downloads. If the request matches a known ad domain, it gets stopped cold. No image loads, no script runs, no data gets sent back to the advertiser. Number 3. This matters for 3 concrete reasons, not just annoyance. Pages load noticeably faster because ads and tracking scripts are often the heaviest, slowest parts of any web page. Less of your data gets logged because every ad impression and tracking pixel typically builds a profile of what you look at and click, and blocking the request means that data simply never gets sent in the first place, and you close off a real entry point for malicious ads. Malvertising, ads that carry malware, occasionally slips through even reputable ad networks. Stopping the ad from loading at all removes that risk entirely, instead of relying on you to notice something looks off. Number 4. Extensions aren't the whole answer anymore. Most people's first move is installing a free ad blocking extension from the Chrome Web Store. That's a reasonable instinct, but it has real limits. Extensions only protect the one browser they're installed in. Some websites actively detect and disable them. And Chrome's newer Manifest v3 extension rules have restricted how aggressively certain ad-blocking extensions can filter content going forward, which means the extension approach is only getting more limited over time, not less. Number 5. Network-level blocking covers everything, not just one browser tab. Surfshark Clean Web takes the network-level approach instead of the extension approach. It filters ad and tracker requests before they ever reach Chrome, which means the same protection covers every other app on your device too, not just your browser. Whether you're in Chrome, a different browser, or a completely separate mobile app, the filtering applies system-wide. And because it isn't running as a piece of code inside the page itself, individual websites can't detect it and disable it the way they sometimes can with browser extensions. Number 6. Setting it up takes about 2 minutes. Download the Surfshark app on whichever device you're browsing from. Open the app, find Clean Web in Settings, and toggle it on. There's no per-site configuration, no whitelist to manage, nothing else to do. Browse normally, and ad and tracker requests get filtered automatically at the network level. Most people notice pages loading with fewer interruptions almost immediately. Chrome was never built to aggressively block advertising because advertising is the actual business model behind the browser. A dedicated ad blocker fills that gap by filtering requests before they load, cutting page bloat, reducing what gets tracked about you, and closing off a common path for malicious ads, all without needing to babysit an extension on every device you own. If this helped you understand what's actually happening every time you open a new tab, hit subscribe for more straightforward breakdowns like this one, and check the link in the description to see exactly how CleanWeb fits into your everyday Chrome setup.